Okay, Tim Marks here, video number 7 and showing the plan series. All these little short videos, hopefully they're helpful to you. I'm trying to keep them real short. So the next slide will be the studies. And so again, we lose about 50% of the effectiveness of what we're saying if we don't reference the source. So we don't want to just go into this and say, here's other things that it does. We want to say, so this is actually from the medical studies that were done. And you can read about these studies if you want to at thisisit.info. But if you're like me, they probably will put you to sleep. But the good news is there were tons of medical studies done over years. And here's a key point. Double-blind placebo tests, and many of them were peer-reviewed. So you want to say that, okay? So there were many studies done over a period of years. Many of them were peer-reviewed, double-blind placebo tests, so real good quality studies. And here's what the studies actually found. Here's what the studies actually found. Notice I'm talking with my hands again now. You do it however you want. First few days, the studies showed that 4,000 genes begin to reset. So our body's starting to work better. And again, you always want to make the disclaimer, this is not intended to treat, cure, or mitigate any disease. It's just intended to help your body work better and heal itself. So within the first few days, 4,000 genes begin to reset. And then within six weeks, the brain becomes more balanced. So you might do something like that. The brain actually becomes more balanced. And I'm going to show a slide. The next slide will show you some evidence of that. It's really cool. Within 3 months, collagen is increased. Now, collagen, most people think of hair, skin, and nails. All that's true. But also, if you have good collagen production in your body, it's going to help with, joints and organs and bones and everything else, okay? And then the last one, the heart reverses in age. The heart reverses in age after 6 months of X39, which is a powerful statement. And the way they determined that was they actually did an ultrasound test, blood flow, all these different tests on several different people. But on this one in particular, I remember hearing about she had actually reversed in age. The heart actually reversed in age after all those tests. So David Schmidt, the CEO of the company, actually says this is not anti-aging, it's age reversing, which is a powerful statement. We're going to show you evidence of that as we go along. So the next slide I show them then is the brain scan slide. And so this is a 77-year-old young lady, and she happens to be a Pilates instructor. And they tested a bunch of different people this way and took brain scans. But one of the things that they had to do in order to be involved in this particular test was no drugs or stimulants. So you had to be a pretty healthy person. Well, she was having some brain fog and basically lack of brain coherence. And you can see in this first picture, there was no X39 patch yet. All the red in this slide here, in this first image, put the patch on the back of her neck. And after 3 weeks, began to clear up, a little better brain coherence. By 6 weeks, total turnaround. You can see all the red is gone. Red means inflammation, bad deal. Okay, so that's the next slide. And then after that, you go through quickly, how do you use the patch? And so you wear the patch 12 hours on, 12 hours off, and wear it at the back of your neck or 2 or 3 fingers below your belly button is perfect. And, you just throw the patch away. And some people ask me, I always put this in here so I don't get the objection. Some people ask me, well, why do you only wear it 12 hours? Well, the body needs time to rest and recuperate. And the patch is designed, it's built with nanocrystal technology. It actually has crystals, salt, sugar, some other organic elements. And after 12 hours, it starts to become less effective. So the patch becomes less effective and your body doesn't need it more than 12 hours. Matter of fact, after a certain point, it stops becoming effective. You need that time to rest and recuperate, okay? So you wear it in one of those 2 spots, and you can wear more than one at a time. Stick it where it hurts, we tell people, okay? So drink plenty of water when you're using this patch. So that's real simple. Any questions on how to use a patch? And then move to the next slide. I'll be back on video number 8.